So today we have a very simple commuter practice that you can do standing on the train platform, waiting for the train, waiting for the subway, the bus. It's very simple. It's lifting your heels, but with a very specific criteria. Now the first time you do it, you'll tend to do something like this, which is that to get onto the fronts of your feet, you'll move your pelvis more than you move your head. And this creates a kind of a sagging movement to come forward. And then you lift. But as you're standing and waiting for the train and you do this 8 or 9 or 10 more times, see if you can refine it in the following way. Each time you come forward, try to come forward a little less before you start to go up. See if each time you can get a little bit better at lengthening your spine so that you don't have to, each time you come forward, you don't have to sag and compress onto the fronts of your feet to lift, but instead you find a way to lengthen your entire body so that more and more you go directly up from the very beginning. Imagine your hair being pulled up a little bit by a string, that's fine. But by the time you get to the 10th lift, you see if you can almost eliminate most of this sagging, falling forward and down feeling, so that when the heels lift now, the head lifts. Yeah? Now there's a particular trick to learning how to do this in reverse, which is this. When you go up, even if you do it sloppily, on the way back down, don't let the heels touch the floor. Lower them, but not enough to touch the floor. And soon enough, you'll find yourself, in the attempt to control the descent, you'll find yourself starting to lengthen. And then the moment of lifting again will start to be better and better connected up and through yourself. Because it's an advantage to be longer as you're lifting and lowering your heels. And you can actually discover that advantage in the reverse of the movement. Some people can discover that much more easily. And you can get to the point where it's almost as if you're lowering your heels, but you're trying to maintain your head at the same height. And you will essentially take most of the slack out of your organization, so that you're simply poised at a much greater length, and then you can then simply lift. And by then, your train will come, and you can walk on the train much, much taller.